saying that a terrorist can walk across the border and become effectively a U.S. citizen?
That's not what I'm saying.
Hold on. Scott, look at me.
Why is it again that the Democrats are so deeply always on every single issue? Why do they care about everyone but Americans? Or what they always, I can even say better than that. Why do they always care about everyone except the actual victims? So if a boy beats a girl in sports, they're concerned about the boy, not the girl. If a girl gets killed because of an illegal alien, they're more concerned about the illegal alien. We can do 20 different versions of this, right? Why is that? And then they have the balls or temerity to go up there and filibuster for 25 hours, claiming that a democracy is ending and everyone is in trouble, even though the only thing that is happening right now is we're looking under the hood of our very broken democracy, seeing a broken engine, and we're trying to fix it. That's exactly what's happening right now. I should have been crying when I said that, and then I could get an award like Cory Booker. This Axios graph, I think, lays it out nicely what's going here at the border. So look at this. So if you look at the border crossings and apprehensions since, apprehensions, I should say, not crossings. So these are the people that were stopped at the U.S.-Mexico border since 2000. You can see it was sort of up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Then around 2010, it kind of started getting a little bit lower. And then lo and behold, what happened in 2020 when a man with dementia and his crazy band of progressive lunatics were in charge for 4 years? It went crazy high. And what is happening right now? It has completely plummeted. And it's completely plummeted not just because we're protecting the border better, right? It's if you're apprehended at the border, it means someone caught you there. But it's also because we have sent a message to the world. You can't come here right now. We're trying to figure out what's going on in our own house. Jordan Peterson, clean your room before you clean the world. That's what we're trying to do, right? Do we have another clip of Scott Jennings?
Isn't this exactly what we denounce other countries for doing? Not giving our own citizens, when they get wrongfully detained around the world, our own citizens the due process that they deserve?
Well, I think multiple things could be true. Number one, I delineate between American citizens and everyone else. If you're a U.S. citizen, I put you in a different category.
On due process, that's not a distinction that the law makes.
Then if you've come here and broken our laws and committed violent acts or murdered and raped and whatever, I put you in a different category.
When it comes to the law and due process, that is not a distinction.
Well, if you'd like to argue that Tren de Aragua should have the same rights and that you get as an American citizen, go ahead.
I don't change the Constitution. Hold on a second. The argument is
you're saying that a terrorist can walk across the border and become effectively a U.S. citizen?
That's not what I'm saying.
Hold on. Scott, look at me. Okay.
Yeah, let's give the host
you and I are talking. You and I are talking.
Respect.
Okay. What I'm saying to you is that the law does not make a distinction between U.S. citizens and everybody else when it comes to being accused of crimes. Are you saying that should not be in place? That if you happen to not be a citizen, you get to be thrown into a jail with no process at all?
I'm saying that these people are effectively terrorists. They walked across our borders illegally.
Okay.
They are violent, and I don't really want them here.
But doesn't the government have to prove that they are who they say they are?
Correct.
That's
all we're saying.
That's all.
I mean,
you can say it
eventually.
It's not a concession that you like Tren de Aragua. It's just a question of the basics of civics in this country.
I think eventually the government will have to show all of its cards on everybody that they have detained, deported, or done anything to in this arena. But there is no doubt that the Trump administration is rounding up effectively terrorists who came across here illegally, committed horrific acts, and do not need to be in this country.
They are doing that, perhaps, but they're also doing a lot of other things, too.
Oh, that man. Have we sent him a cake yet or just something? I don't know. What, a hanging plant? I don't know. Look, technically, Abby Phillips is right. These people, in like the most strict sense, they have due process, but they've broke the law already. And what would a mature society do? Would you, especially after the years and years where our whole system has been so abused and degraded and the amount of crime and the fentanyl and everything, why is she so focused on the Venezuelan gang member getting kicked out? Make sure we should treat him okay. And they're never concerned about how we treat our own citizens. So he does make a point. There's a difference. It's a fundamental truth. And if we need to somehow pass a law in Congress so that these dingbats start realizing it, there is a fundamental difference between being a citizen and a non-citizen. I don't have all of the legal rights that the people in Sweden have, right? People in Sweden, I think if you move to Sweden, you get a Malm IKEA bed. Everyone, if you move to Sweden and you're a legal citizen, you get the Malm bed, you get 2 nightstands, and you get, what else do they have? And you get you get the Swedish meatballs, which by the way, the stuff in the Swedish meatballs, it's made of the exact same stuff that they put in the couches over there. People don't know that, but I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. If you're a legal citizen of Sweden, you get that stuff. But I'm not, so I don't. So I pay for my IKEA stuff. You know, with all my success, I still have a Malm IKEA bed after all these years. That's what I'm still rocking in the bedroom. Crazy. You get it. Like, stop caring about the wrong people. What's wrong with all of you people? Will it take you guys to get beheaded or raped or shot or have your child die of fentanyl or something else to suddenly realize that maybe your eye was off the ball? Sadly, with Democrats these days, that probably is what it takes.